start cooking.
Hello and welcome to another session of Roll for Story, the Earth Elemental Plane, the Sevenfold Maze, and delving ever deeper. The party last session overcame the strange rotating second layer, defeated the bandits who are running a sort of poaching operation here on the Pearl Pythons. You finished them off, and it seems as though this new ally you've met, this blue tiefling, seem to really have it in for them. He wanted revenge for his fallen partner, who he claims is the other blue tiefling that you found the skeleton of. After that, he dragged away the bodies, claimed that he was going to dispose of them later. He tried to convince him that, hey, look, now that you dealt with this, join us, come down to the other layers, we'll eventually get out, and you can return home. And he said that he'd been down here so long that he almost forgot what home even meant. He said he'd think about it, and eventually you guys actually convinced him he would join you, but that he would catch you up. He just has some time to perhaps pack up his things, and he said he'd catch you up. So you took that, and you took the key that he promised as a return. He held his word. He did give you the key to open up to the next layer, and in this small confined room, you could see there was this long chute, and inside was a pool of water. It's the first water you've actually seen on the elemental plane of Earth. And as you're trying to swim through it, some of you transformed into Pleosauruses and were able to jump on the back and swim through that way. Others held their breath, and you could feel a current pushing you back up as if it was repelling you from this layer. But you do make progress beginning to swim through it, trying to get to the very, very bottom. And I believe we were on a strength save, didn't we? 13. Yeah. Okay. Hey, thanks, Derek. And yeah, you guys pushed through. The Plesiosaurus is having no trouble. In fact, I'd say Elias probably make it down first before anyone else. Unless anyone else is on. Is that someone riding you on your back?
I think I've got Eirina and Andi on the back of me because
Okay.
I'm a somewhat bigger creature.
All right then. So you guys would definitely emerge first. Kesh'an, you took it upon yourself to sort of really challenge yourself and actually make it in your own 2 feet, effectively. Because this is apparently what Lodorvu did. He overcame the currents through strength, pushed on through, and eventually made it. And he would probably a lot easier going than you because he was like part ice genasi, right? So he was probably able to breathe through water. But I'll tell you what, you can give me another strength saving throw, Kesh'an, just as you start to push through on the final current. Hey, that's much better. Nice. So this time, starting to feel your pace, and seeing the Plesiosaurus overtake you, you can't have Elias winning this. So you swim faster and faster and faster, and at some point you suddenly feel as though gravity is actually aiding you and then pulling you forward. But it's a weird sensation. It's dizzying for a moment, but you do see an opening way beyond, and as you're swimming towards it, gravity takes another weird turn, and feels as though you've breached the chamber. You look around; it's very, very dark down here. But with dark vision, you can make out a stonework flooring, some probably about 25 feet down, and you can see a stone plinth is like like a circular platform. And as you kind of breach out of the water, you can see the drips of water sort of falling down onto this plinth. And when I say falling down, I mean like for you, it's falling up, and you're basically in the water, and you can feel the gravity sort of shifted again. Yeah, it's very confusing, but effectively, if you want to picture it this way, you're on the ceiling in water, and you're looking down at a chamber. And because you can swim in the water, you're not falling out of it.
I'll turn myself upside down and take the leap
Okay.
and drop onto the platform.
Yeah. All right. In that case, your Plesiosaurus form takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage, but you do make a landing onto the actual plinth. Yeah, oof.
Karius will switch glaives, pulling away his wavebend to Liamana and bringing out his flying glaive and just sort of gliding himself down.
Okay.
So it's just Kesh'an to get down now because the others were on, and Yuckmug, I guess, because the others were on his back.
Yeah, Yuckmug will slow fall down. And Raheem says, I would love to borrow that glaive of flying. Sounds like it's a perfect tool for the job.
Karius looks up and goes, okay. And just sends it up to him to bring him back down.
Whee! He does a little loop before he gets to the bottom like a spiral down.
Yep.
Ah, all right, here you go. He hands it back.
Thank you.
And finally, Kesh'an, you're the last one to breach the third layer.
Yep, I shall follow suit. I'm gonna try and not rely on anything else other than my own skill. Sort of just hop down.
Yeah, you can slow fall as a reaction. Doesn't cost a key, does it?
Yeah. Slow fall does cost keys, so I'm gonna hold off on that.
I thought it was just a reaction. Or have they changed that?
I believe so. Off the top of my head.
I'm gonna have a look now.
If so, I need to refund a lot of key.
I can't remember. I don't think it's on your sheet for some reason either.
Slow fall, beginning at 4th level, you can use your reaction when you fall to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Which, for us at the moment, I mean, even with your health, I mean, what, you're at 112 health, you're level 13.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah.
There is literally no problem in this. Yeah, you fall down, still wet, but you're easily able to sort of helicopter your way down with your staff as you do, and you land onto the plinth, and water is currently just dripping off of you and down the stone steps. All around you is brickwork. You can see pillars adorning massive archways, probably easily 25 feet wide, and you can feel a sort of stale air down here. Almost feels slightly thinner. Like you take your first few breaths and you're expecting a nice gasp of oxygen as you came out of the water, but it's sort of a little bit choked.
Well, fortunately, we have our necklaces for that. At least some of us.
True. That is true. It is breathable, but for those with necklaces, you're having no issues whatsoever.
Yeah.
But this is where you found yourself right now. There's a sort of emptiness to this place, and a slightly disorientating sensation as you look from one archway to the other. They all appear to be completely identical. What do you do?
Oh.
I looked at Kesh'an and... Actually, I looked at Kesh'an and go... So, we've obviously got a 1 in 4 chance of going the right way. Or we can ask Raheem,
Mm.
unless there was something in one of your scrolls that might give us a hint as to which way to go. Like maybe one of the eyes is a slightly different color, or maybe one's got an extra horn or something. Or maybe there's music that plays when you get near a specific one. Heard some woods that are like that once.
Is there any mentioning of this?
The third region, as Lodorvu puts it, was apparently a pair of large, identical halls, polished to a mirror finish with metals. He said in his time there were visitors that came to the area and himself as well. He said he found it highly impressive. The craftsmanship presented herein was unlike anything he's ever witnessed. You mentioned the mirrors reflected many balconies and tunnels lining the halls, creating this mesmerizing effect. You mentioned that every passage, every balcony here was completely identical to all the others, meaning that I had to specifically memorize the routes. At times, I admit I became hopelessly lost within the passages, but eventually I found these strange, large blue steel mirrors. They were magical portals leading to chambers of the noble Tao. As a traveler, I humbly asked for their assistance in direction, and eventually I was able to make my way through on their guidance. But as you're looking around, Kesh'an, at this place, you don't see any mirrors. You don't see any balconies. This place has either changed over the years, or this isn't the third region, but looking around at the stonework, it is actually pretty damn clean. And
I
everything's
was going to say,
uniform.
is there any kind of remnants of what once was?
Yeah, you can begin by giving me an investigation check as you look around it, or a perception. Perception's fine.
Would you
This
like
is
our
the wisdom layer
assistance
after
on
all.
this one, Kesh'an, or do you want to just tackle this solo?
I'll just tackle this. It's fine.
Is
It
there,
is what he'd do. Whether it's beneficial is another question. It's not great, but yeah.
Everything looks like it's in pretty good nick. Like the stonework, as I mentioned, is uniform. There's no cobbles that have been broken or shattered. This place looks sort of new, but you can't tell, and you can't confirm it because there's no dates or anything marked on these stones. You don't really know what it's made of entirely. Could be granite, could be some other element that's hidden in the earth elemental plane that just doesn't find wear and tear as easily. And the last thing you do recall is you came in through a sort of a back entrance into the third region.
Oh, okay.
This isn't the typical entrance, and it certainly wouldn't be the one that Lodorvu would have taken. Because when he was talking about his second region, he made no mention about that strange rotating maze that you guys traversed. He went through large stone walls that he had to push. Basically, he went through the tunnels, which are now all locked down.
Yeah.
if everywhere is made of stone,
Correct.
then there is likelihood to be dust about, unless this is a well-traveled path.
No, there is. There's specks of dust on the floor.
Yeah, that was the only...
Does
I
does
realized...
any of these paths look like there has been any means of travel, like less dust settled than the rest? It may not be a hallway that's traveled a lot, but if someone has been through more recently,
Yeah, that one sounds very much more intricate, and you're looking around specifically for this. But you can give me an investigation check again.
Cool.
Okay. There is dust, and for you, Elias, you see it in equal measure on every direction in this place.
So this place is it hasn't really been travelled for a very long time then.
Or the
Well,
things that
if you look,
travel wouldn't disturb the dust. Like if they were Dow, for example, they'd be
Or
rising
over
above
it.
that.
and more than dust, you sort of see these little tiny chips. They're not from the stonework, you can tell, because there's no chips out of them. But there does seem to be like a light gravel. If you looked really carefully, especially on the map as well, you can actually zoom in and see it. There are tiny little specks here and there of something. It looks kind of like gravel, kind of a little bit crystalline as well.
I think we're just gonna have to wing it and choose a path.
Kesh'an, those scrolls of yours, did they say anything about Lodorvo asking for help down here? Because obviously he hasn't read out the scrolls to us all, so...
Well, he asked help to. You said the mirrors.
Yeah, he said he found blue steel mirrors that led into chambers of the Noble Dow. They do live down here.
Well, in that case, asking for help shouldn't be a problem. And Raheem, you've been down here before. Which way do we go?
Right. Yes, of course. Man, this place is a little bit different from what I remember.
Of course it is.
And I'll have you know, I didn't get all the way.
Yeah, but we
Did
know
I
you...
mention
What
that?
Raheem says is true. That this place is different, even in comparison to the description that Lodorvi's given. This place has changed a lot over the years.
True, but Lodorvu was here, what, a couple of 100 years ago or something?
Yeah.
Whereas Raheem was probably here, what, 20, something like that, maybe?
Well,
10?
yes, roughly 10. I don't remember there being these archways. It's strange. I don't know what they're depicting. He looks kind of carefully and closer at them. They kind of got wings. Definitely evil demonic faces, that's for sure.
I wonder if this is a trick. Because there's this thing in the middle.
Hmm?
I'm gonna try and stood here. Well, actually, I'll stand in between. I'm gonna pop the Wonder Secrets. Maybe there's some hidden pathway in the middle or over to this side. It gives me a 30-foot radius. So that would...
For just a moment, Elias, it sort of pings in where you're expecting it to be, like you said, in the middle. But then upon closer examination, the wand doesn't seem to be giving off the sense of a secret door. It's almost like it was perhaps just powering up as you did that. But you're looking around for secret doors. There doesn't appear to be any, aside from the ceiling, which is, of course, an open tunnel into water.
Yeah, so nothing secret about this place. I mean, I'm pretty tapped. I've got a 7th level spell that I'm saving to remove and reattach Raheem's feet. Other than that, I've got locate object. If we want to use it to locate something in particular.
Well, as we don't have any ideas, Kesh'an, then I suggest we just spin something and see which way it points and go that way at least to start. Unless you've got any ideas. So
I don't really, apart from walking until we find these mirrors.
yeah, so Karius
So
is...
I guess I can just follow my nose.
Yeah, Karius is going to place his glaive in the middle here and just spin it on the floor and see which way it points. So I'm just going to roll a d4.
When in doubt, roll the dice.
So this way then. I mean, it's as good a way as any, unless your nose does give you an idea.
No,
I mean, we
that
could,
seems good.
we could always split up. No.
Or, I don't know if it will work, but I did take one scroll from there that might be able to tell us which way to go.
What scroll?
The spell scroll of divination.
Oh, yeah. What does that do again?
It basically allows you to ask. It puts you in contact with a god or a god's servants, and you can ask a single question and get a truthful response, which might be an omen or a short phrase or a cryptic rhyme, but I don't know.
But it could also just be loose ends. It could be, I don't know, but encrypted form, which would just spin us in circles for no reason.
I mean, we're already going to be spun in circles anyway.
Oh,
We don't know where we're going.
Okay, if we go down this way, for now, and
Sure.
Karius is gonna walk up to this wall here and mark it with an arrow that we were pointing that we went this way. Like just sort of scratch in with the dagger.
Yeah, you can definitely scratch in.
Is that a good idea, considering we're being chased?
Well, we haven't seen anyone for a while. There's no proof this would be us, and to be honest, if this ends up being a maze, I'd like to know which ways we've been and which way we haven't.
I mean, we could put the arrow pointing the other direction.
But
then, if they come along, they'll be like, "Yeah, they must have gone that way."
For now, let's just see how this goes. And
although they are chasing the
yeah, they're chasing a magical item, so
which we still could deal with.
I have a non-violent way to deal with it that I want to try first. But
It doesn't have to be violent. If he agrees to it, it doesn't have to be violent. It could be very calm and relaxing. A little bit of screaming, but relaxing.
Yeah, I'm thinking, Eirina, you're the map maker of the group. If maybe you could try to map it out as we go as well. So have this is like in the middle of the map and just.
She says it's my mother that's a map maker.
Well, you're interested in maps more than anyone else, so. And you've got paper and ink and such. It doesn't have to be a great map. It's literally draw a circle here, point a line there that we went that way, and then we'll just at least give us an idea. I mean, it might be useless, but hey, if we go back and speak to that Shakef the Quiet, I mean, that map could be good to trade with him.
Well, I'll write out. I'll do our cross, and that we went right.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see what this way. Oh,
okay. Oh, it's the same but different.
So it begins.
Okay.
Raheem says, "What? It's the same room."
No, it's not. The
When
thing's not on the floor.
Oh, keep going, I guess.
The circular platform. Okay. We'll just.
Oh. Well, we just keep going in that direction, right? As I'm shouting back through the hallway.
I mean, I guess. So.
Wait, Elias, where did he go? You'll notice that as he goes through one of these archways, this sort of veil of darkness that he passes through.
But where's Kesh'an going? Oh, Kesh'an keeps going.
Kesh'an has thrown off ahead. Oh, great.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
did he go this way?
I was trying to go back to where.
I'm catching
we
up.
go.
Okay,
Kesh'an.
so far, this
The
leads us
dodecahedron.
back exactly the way we came.
There's
Oh
one there.
wait, no. This is different.
Yeah, there's the statues.
Ah.
And if you keep going, there's a dodecahedron here.
Okay, Karius will continue.
Don't go that way, Cam. There's Kesh'an.
Hands off. Hands off on one.
Oh shit.
Wait, I'm staying with next to you.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, so you do indeed find this strange gem-like dodecahedron sitting atop the stone plinth that you were looking at earlier, and it seems to be made of like a crystalline substance, but it's still not giving off any light. It's just sort of reflecting in either whatever dark vision you have, I guess. It's perfectly faceted on every side, like it's a perfectly cut thing, sort of a glassy substance, but
So yeah, he kept going forward.
he did keep going forward.
He
It's just-
did.
Oh, well, Karius goes
Problems
backwards.
have arisen.
Yeah, Karius is just thinking
Alright.
based on what he's seen.
Karius is going backwards.
Raheem
Chris,
jumped
what have I found?
Oh,
Where are
hello,
we?
Cam finally has found something crazy.
Where are we?
Yeah, I was waiting.
On his own, just completely split up from the rest of the party, Cam has encountered another stone plinth, this time the same dodecahedron. Whoa, Karius comes from the other side. And in the center is a glowing, brightly cut, like it's now illuminating. And it actually kind of gives off the same sort of light that you remember from those pillars in the first region with the gemstone sitting atop them. They were used as like markers and illumination in the layer.
What?
And yeah, this one's just giving off this sort of bright illumination. It's just
What?
shining in every direction.
This is
Also, next to the plinth, there is indeed a set of stone steps ascending.
I climbed them, by the way.
Okay, you can move your token onto the steps.
what?
Oh,
The...
I was already on top of the
Oh
plane.
god, where have I got? I don't even
Oh.
know.
Oh, okay.
No. Dr. Octopus.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh.
Karius, what on earth?
I don't know. I teleported and zoomed. I don't know what
You
happened.
did. Okay. Well, you're back to where you started anyway. I'll drag the others up, I guess. All right. You
yeah.
feel like you've just gone in a full spiral, and as you come to the top, again, this room looks almost identical to the one you just came on. And I'm guessing you're going along scratching your arrows everywhere you go,
Yep.
correct? Okay, cool.
I'm just.
Elias?
Sorry, I'm just traveling, and I'm like, this is crazy.
It
But-
is a little mesmerizing, and I think at this point, I'd like everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
As
Really?
yeah,
Really, Chris?
yeah.
Oh, all right. That's a first.
That is a first. It is crazy, Elias. But the fact that you're understanding that it doesn't make sense is something that you've just sort of began to comprehend. You know that there's all sorts of teleportation magic, though. So
It's almost like we're on a sphere, and we're just going round it in all different directions.
except when you find the staircase, it then adds a third dimension.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I haven't been up the staircase yet. I'm
Okay.
still in the other room.
Well, one of the odd, like initially, one of the things I was thinking based on, because this looks like that dodecahedron, but we're like lit up almost. So I was
Mhm.
thinking it was almost like we were actually in the same room, but at different points in time. Somehow. But.
Okay. Raheem is dizzy, and he's like, I'm not sure what is going on anymore, but I guess these arrows are helping a little bit. And also, same for you, Kesh'an. You're getting this mesmerizing dizzying as you're seeing the same chamber over and over and over again. Also, I want to reiterate, although we're exploring in real time, going from room to room, these chambers, these halls are pretty damn massive, and
Yep.
each time you go through one, each time you go through these veils of darkness, feels like you're going down a long tunnel. It's not just immediately transitioning, and basically you're getting the sense that a great deal of time is sort of passing as you're going through each one,
That
because you feel a little bit tired and a little bit fatigued as you step through them.
that story-wise then makes complete sense as to why I got a nat 20, because Elias spent a hell of a long time in a very long tunnel.
Yeah, that'll probably be it. You're used to the darkness. You're used to the isolation, the loneliness in this place.
Going that way then.
Yep, Karius is
It-
going this way. He's decided.
Right.
I'm just. Unless anyone's got any
How
better
about-
ideas, I'm just gonna. Oh no,
Candles.
now we've got candles, but it's still.
I'll try this way.
We probably shouldn't split up, but okay.
Eirina, Andi, Raheem go one way. The rest of us go the other way.
I have the feeling we're going to meet up again.
All right, come on, girls, this way.
AK.
Oh, wait. All right, you can.
Their voice trails off,
I
and
don't.
they enter into their chamber.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Karius, Elias, everywhere you go, you seem to find these dodecahedrons lighting up the chambers, giving a much better view of everything. However, in one chamber, you do find a plethora of candles, all lit around these stone statues.
Found more stairs. Oh, so did
Oh, hello.
Kesh'an. So maybe before we go up the stairs this time, we check around, make sure we're not doubling back. Like, well, actually, you're pretty quick. So, oh, you went up the stairs, didn't you?
Nope.
Huh. So this. Oh, you went down. Yeah. Yeah. We'll keep quick because we can go like 100 feet because we have glaives and stuff.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hi.
Oh,
Yes.
hello.
So it seems so long as we mark the stairs, it always takes us to where we need to go. So I would say that we should mark the stairs just in case. Because then we know not to go down the stairs that we already came up. So yeah. I just wait at the stairs for the rest of them to find me.
Okay.
So I've already said this to Kesh'an. I'm just like, yeah, it seems to be that no matter where we go, we're just circling around. So long as we don't go down the stairs, that okay, bye.
Kesh'an continues to wander, going in what feels like circles, Kesh'an, but those little arrows that are marked, scratched into the pillars, do give you a semblance of sanity as you're realizing, no, someone has marked each of these so that they do appear different. You need to go out and then back a bit. If you're trying to go back and forth.
And I'll be letting
A bit more.
Karius know as he's going past that everywhere leads back to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems to, he says.
As he wanders back on.
But just checking that we haven't. Because if I was a DM.
Ah, Kesh'an, wait. You see Raheem, Eirina, and Andi all together for a moment. They try to double back and follow you, and they're already gone. Few minutes go past, Elias. You're wondering where your allies are. It's at that point, I need everyone to, where they are, make me a perception check.
Okay.
Perception.
Well,
I am great at those.
I don't even know where Kesh'an is.
He's with
I'm
me.
right next
Oh,
to
you
Elias.
found Elias. Okay, that's good then. All right. So, Kesh'an, yep, you just spot Elias up ahead of you. Karius, you're still just kind of mapping your way around here with little arrows, trying to get an idea. So you're scratching into the stonework, and Elias, you hear a scratching sound, more of a scraping sound of stone, some echoing down these hallways.
Well, it seems like Karius will be making his way here soon.
Yep.
This place is like a labyrinth.
Not really.
No,
It just comes around on itself. It's like we're walking around a sphere.
It's like a labyrinth.
And then we go up some stairs and traverse onto a different sphere. Bye, Karius. Can we not just...
Karius is just checking that he hasn't missed any rooms. In
Nice.
this way.
I wonder.
But it is, although Ladorvu mentioned these mirrored hallways, it almost feels, Kesh'an, as though the challenge is almost the same in that he had to memorize these places. The subtle differences between each room.
Can someone guide?
And at this point, Karius and Kesh'an, as everyone's got to marked all of these, I think we'll have another wisdom save as you're waiting by the stairs.
Me as well?
Yeah, everyone can roll it.
Really?
And 20.
Mhm. Nice. Okay.
Well, that's not going to happen again. 10? 10's average. 10's alright.
Cool. Karius, you're on a 6 here. These arrows that you're marking, they're doing somewhat of a helping hand, marking that you've been through this way. They're definitely different rooms. But as you marked and marked and marked, you begin to see you're creating patterns within the patterns, and now the arrows all blend together. You're just seeing the same arrows, and you can't differentiate arrows from the other arrows that you've made. And it actually is now a detriment to you. The fact that they're up and down and left and right on every single pillar that you're coming across, it's actually just adding further confusion, and you're not even sure if these arrows are the same arrows that you made in the room before, or if they're the room that you started in. You know what I mean? Because I can see what you've done. You've made identical looking arrows on pillars in rooms that look identical. So now you're not even sure if they're actually helping or not.
Right.
Sure, they mark where you've been, but at the same time, you've started to realize these arrows are making a dizzying effect to you.
Yep, but
Go nowhere.
The main purpose of these arrows for Karius was sort of to mark like that he'd gone through there, but also because he's marked them, it means he's definitely been in that room, and now he's fairly confident that he's gone through enough paths that that there isn't like a room he might have missed, essentially.
Gotcha.
It's sort of what he was trying to do, like, wouldn't it just be the mean thing that you do all this exploration, and then if you took this one left that you didn't take, then you end up somewhere different?
I see what you're doing, right. You're basically doing a process of elimination, making sure you've covered every single hole, tunnel, archway. However, you haven't. So all three of you kind of gathered back up. And Elias, you've been sat here for a while now. You begin to realize the passage of time is maybe a little bit different to what you're expecting, hence why you've got a 10. You're kind of wondering, where are they? What's going on? What's taking them so long? And you're probably worried about what's gone on with Raheem, Eirina, and Andi,
Well, I'd
who
say
are all still missing.
a little bit because Raheem's not with me. I'm feeling a little more relaxed that I'm not being chased.
Sure.
But also now, as they're showing up one by one, I'm thinking, gotta come by at some point. The other two.
Few
If I
more
could
minutes pass.
If I could hear the scratching,
Yes. That scraping sound, yeah.
then I will shout, and I'll just say like, guys, keep moving. You can't not find us. I'll
Whilst
just shout.
whilst we're waiting, Karius is going to ritually cast Detect Magic and look at the big dodecahedron.
Okay. You can tell that there's a... let's just check. Definitely evocation. Quite a great deal of it glowing from the actual
Makes sense.
light. However, was that detect magic you said?
Yeah.
Okay. As a ritual?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't
I will
have...
let you know then if you see something else.
Yeah, so...
For now, there is just a great deal of evocation coming from the light.
Right.
And
but that
I
took
guess
like 11 minutes to cast, so have the others done
Yeah.
that yet?
All right. And 11 minutes go by. They still don't show.
Hmm.
Right, we need to stick together if we're gonna go look for them. Agreed?
Yes. But one of us should probably stay here. Just in case they turn up, then we can tell them to stop here, sort of thing. They might be wandering, and then we'll just keep missing each other.
Well, Kesh'an, you stay here.
Well, Kesh'an's the one who needs to train his mind, so he should probably be the one to look. I'll wait here because I'm battered and bruised.
Alright. Giddy up. Get on the horse.
Okay, I'll get on.
And we're gonna travel together so we don't lose each other.
Okay.
And we'll just do what we did at the start, head in one direction.
All right. Kesh'an immediately gets left behind.
Well, I don't have control over his character, but he's on
No.
he's on the horse. He's on Sebastian. We just keep going. I see them. I see them.
Really lagging my browser out.
They came through the room. Why didn't you stop them, Karius?
I didn't see them. I was staring at the pretty orb.
Chris is playing a very horrible game as a DM. Because they would not do this if they were in character.
You run into Jugmug, like literally into him.
They grab him.
Hey, whoa. Are you
He's
okay?
He's tiny. I grab him. I stick him between us on the horse.
Hey, what are you doing?
We're going. We're not losing you. We've got 2 more people to find.
Damn it. I was just with them. They were right behind me. Eirina and Andi, they were right there.
Oh, God. Oh, God. This is stupid. I see them. Stop!
Oh, Eirina and Andi suddenly see you guys and stop.
We need to stop splitting up.
Well, you guys are the ones who split up.
We found the way to go and we were waiting. We didn't realize that you were going to get lost. And then you walked past Karius.
Did we?
Yes, there were stairs that we haven't come up.
We found the stairs, yeah, the ones you're talking about, the ones that we came down.
No. There was more stairs that we haven't gone to. Just
How can
follow.
you tell they're different stairs?
Because they didn't have a marking on.
Ah. Alright. Okay, well, lead on.
Okay, right. If we keep heading in the direction, we'll get there.
Wait. They see Kesh'an, I guess, with you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, they follow. And eventually you guys get into
The
that
original.
same room with the stairs, and you can see... Wait, no. Yeah, these ones, they say.
No. These have an arrow pointing.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Eirina's smart. She wouldn't be acting like this.
She's dizzy
Yeah.
a little
Keep
bit.
it dizzy.
There you go. Right.
Ah, finally. Cool.
Right, you
All
guys
right.
need to stay here. Wait, where's
Are we all
Raheem?
here?
Yeah, we're all here, right? Except for Raheem.
Wait, I thought he was with you guys.
No, he was with you.
I hate you, Chris.
Ah, shit.
Right, stay here. No one move. Kesh'an and I will go find Raheem. Begrudgingly. Sorry, Andi.
Okay, bye, you Toby, for no reason whatsoever. Literally, I'm getting confused why that's happening. I believe there is a timeout.
So,
It's time.
just to clarify, when we're
I'll
going on these stairs, are we going up the stairs or down the stairs?
You're going up the stairs.
Okay.
You are ascending.
Oh.
Elias, as you're going around, are you on your own or are you with Kesh'an?
Kesh'an would still be on the back.
Okay.
Unless he decided to jump off at any
You
point.
do a loop around this place once again, and there is no sign of Raheem.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Nope. You rolled a nat 1. Out of game, that's what you know. In game, you have no idea where he's gone.
Kesh'an?
Yes.
There's a positive to the fact that we've just searched every room and we can't seem to find Raheem. There's also a negative. It's Andy's dad. But the positive is he's gone. We're not being chased.
I don't see how there's a positive in that at all.
Well, we're not in danger anymore. Until we find him. I'm not saying we shouldn't find him. I'm saying until we find him, we're safe.
But until we find him, he could be dead. If he's being chased and they find him, we're
Right. So the only thing I can think from this is that he wasn't smart enough to stay on the same layer, and he's gone back up.
Gone back
Down.
down.
Gone back down. Right?
Or he went up the next layer if you came back to the central, I suppose.
Well, I was waiting at the stairs the whole time and didn't see him.
Unless he snuck past.
Yeah, but I saw him as I was going past, and then as soon as I found the stairs, I stayed there. So, yeah, well, unless, yeah, he snuck past, but why would he sneak past?
Maybe he did it by accident.
How do you accidentally... You're not even here!
You're talking to yourself. I'm apparently the voice in your head.
Damn it, can we get rid of... Dr. Octopus is in my pocket. Can we get rid of the token? It keeps jumping me to 3 different places.
Yeah, sure. I don't know where he is, though. You have to ping me.
He's on me. You...
Yeah, where are you? Where are you?
Oh, God damn it. Right, whatever.
Shifting?
Stop. Get off. I'm only
Oh.
controlling Elias now.
Where's Dr. Octopus? Oh, there. Okay, he's gone.
Okay.
Elias, you've gone back down, I see, all the way. And you catch sight of something.
So is
Kind
Kesh'an.
of gangly. Kind of running on all fours. with these long, spindly arms, and you see this head, its kind of bulbous eyes, are looking around for a moment, and then it quickly scampers away down a hallway.
Did you see that, Kesh'an?
Yes.
Maybe we need to be a little bit more. Oh, wait.
A little bit more what?
I think I found the caretaker. I think we found the caretaker. None of the arrows are here that Karius drew. So that's the stairs again. There's only one stairs on this layer, which is a positive.
What's the plan?
Well now we just go north. We know this layer is very linear. It's either up leads to down or down leads to up. And left leads to right and right leads to left.
You see something again. That strange creature. This time, it's all the way on the opposite side of the room, and you can just about see its bulbous eyes peeking around a pillar before it slowly creep away and out of sight.
So this is the original room. There's no statues, nor anything. That means above has to be the water, is there?
Out of curiosity, did the scrolls mention anything in regards to this caretaker?
Nope, it did not.
It explains why the markings are gone though. Which means after this, it's likely to head up to the rest of them to clean those. But where the hell is Raheem?
Maybe he got cleaned.
So you're suggesting he's dead?
No. Removed? Maybe? I don't know. Raheem seems sneaky. I don't exactly think that he is going to be in that much trouble, surely.
I have
Maybe he just got lost.
I have a feeling that even if we wanted to use locate object, it probably wouldn't work here. Because this is like a form of teleportation. We could be...
There's no harm in giving it a go.
Well, we wanted to save that for like the diamonds or anything specific. And if we waste it on a hunch, like this teleportation, it takes ages in between each of the tunnels. We could be going, without realizing it, thousands of feet between rooms. Yeah, I got a 16 in intelligence. Yeah, I could say all this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Go on.
so if I'm to use locate object, and I can only use that once.
Okay.
It's in the ring of spell storing.
Yep.
Then I'm saying this to Kesh'an. Then yeah, I wouldn't be able to use it again, and it might not even work considering how these hallways work. But we've gone through every room in this place. Like we've circled. If I'm right, there should be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I can't count that many. It's confused me. I only rolled a 10.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think we've cleared all the rooms and no Raheem. Unless he's moving in conjunction to us, then we'll never find him.
So
what do you do?
we just continue without him and hope that he
No,
comes back? Why don't
no.
we just go and ask the caretaker, find out what exactly this thing is? It clearly knows we're here, considering the
Should we head up
look
then?
it just gave us.
Head back up then?
Yeah.
Because I
I'm
would
gonna
think,
follow in the direction of the caretaker.
although,
Two of you are saying different things. One of
right,
you said, let's go back up. One of you said, you want to go in the direction of the caretaker.
if I go up these stairs, is the arrow still there?
Where Karius is?
Well, where I am right now.
Ah, yes, it is.
All
If
right,
the arrow was there, the arrow was there.
all right. Then the caretaker hasn't been this way yet. So yeah, I'll hand it over to you then if you wanna choose a direction. I'll give you the rein.
Direction of the caretaker.
We don't know where that was.
We saw him peek round a corner. We literally saw him.
And I followed that direction and he was gone by the time I got to the next room.
Mm, can I try and listen out? See if there's any
Yep, you can.
bit
Give
better?
me a perception check.
Can we both do that? Because we're both trying to
You-
go for the same thing.
You can, yes.
Yeah. I'm not good at perception anyway, so
23.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, let's make that private properly. There is something of a scraping sound again, Kesh'an. But earlier, you thought that was Karius making the markings, the arrows, but it sounds slightly different this time. Sounds almost like nails down a chalkboard, and you can hear a direction as well. And you can attempt to follow it if you wish.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'll just like do a backflip over Karius and push him forwards on the horse. Give him the reins, quite literally.
My thing's lagging, by the way, so if I could be moved, that would be legendary.
Kesh'an. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So you hear this scraping sound, and you're starting to follow it. And as you come into the same room with the sort of depowered dodecahedron, you see something scampering, climbing up the walls, and then ducking down behind the actual archwork. The archway is like almost like a gargoyle, right? Sort of spread over the top of it, and it's hiding some 25 feet up in that crevice, but it ducks out of sight behind its wing.
I'll just call out. Hello, we're not here to harm. We're just trying to get through and find our friend. Are you able to help us? Oh, caretaker.
You can roll me a persuasion check, Kesh'an.
I'm bad at those, but
I'd love to give you inspiration, but I'm all out.
doing the talking. 17, to be fair.
Okay. You hear a reply, and I don't think Elias would understand it. Check. Nope. But you do, Kesh'an. To Elias, it sounds like that scraping sound earlier, sort of nails down a chalkboard. It's like, and you hear that sound is definitely coming from up there, but you hear another voice, actually kind of closer, almost like above you, as you're trying to look around to see where it's coming from. It's clearly completely hidden out of sight, but you hear again, it's sort of scraping. And what it's saying is, you leave graffiti. You leave stains on the stone.
My
You're a
apologies.
nuisance.
We're not from around here, I'm afraid, but we didn't mean to offend, and we apologize, and we're more than to help clean it up. To apologize for it.
We cleaned it up
We're just
already.
trying. We can make sure we don't do it again, and if there is anything that we can do to assist you, we're more than happy to.
Assist? No. No, there's no helping anyone down here. It starts to
Do
peek
you
its
live
face
down
out
here?
again, and you see it's very emaciated. It's kind of got like this sparingly tiny bits of hair sticking out the side of its head, and it's. I'll show you the full picture of it. Looks pretty demented, if I'll say. Looks like
Aw.
almost like Gollum here.
Oh,
Oh,
sad thing.
what's your name?
Name. My name is this way. And the other one above you, you can hear it say, that way! That way! No. 87,
Your name is this way?
7, 3, 7 lights, 3rd, 7. Start whispering almost incoherent sounds to one another.
I was gonna say, can I hear what he is saying if I've gone closer?
Sounded like it said a bunch of coordinates, but just
That's what I
absolutely
said.
mental. Like
Do we hear numbers? Well, does he?
11,
Oh, actually, never mind.
86,
What did I
86 to 80.
don't understand.
Yes. A11 to B0. What? It suddenly snaps out of it and looks down at you guys. What are you doing? Why you stand still? You must keep moving. Keep going, keep going. Keep exploring, yes. You'll find
Why
your way
do we
out.
need to keep moving?
Find your way in. To find your way out. Find your way out. To find your way back. To find... You see his eyes like almost cross, kind of roll back in his head.
Do you know which way we need to go?
Yes! And it points in 2 different directions. That way. And the other one is pointing in the other 2 directions, such that they point in all 4 directions.
And you lead us there?
Lead. Lead, we do not lead. We clean. Yes. So clean. It scampers down and leaps off of the pillar and lands next to this dodecahedron. This one is clean. This one is clean. Others are still filthied, dirtied by that other intruder.
The intruder?
Yes. Yes. Are you with him?
Which one?
Came before you. Stank. Stank like he was from Fireplane. Stinky.
Did you see what they looked like?
They sort of... Raheem walking about. They do say horns. Horn.
Dude, what's going on? I don't know what they're saying.
That I'm reiterating to you this whole time.
All right. So the tiefling maybe followed us down. He had horns.
Maybe.
That's true. 1.5 horns. Ask him if he had 2 horns or 1.5.
Did this one that's been causing you issues have horns? 1 horn? 2 horns?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. 5, 1. They seem to be looking around, looking at the different entranceways. And you hear another pair of footsteps approaching. This one seems to be standing more upright. Doesn't look as deranged as the others, but nonetheless, definitely still the same race. And he approaches you guys and sees you and says, "Don't ask them about numbers. They've long since lost the capacity to count."
Oh.
And I'm assuming your name is Elmo.
No. You may call me the Lith Lord.
The List Lord?
Yes. I'm a native here.
Do
And
you know the
you're
way?
the way. It really depends on where you're going. Who are you?
Ooh.
Which
We're
master do you
just
serve?
which marker?
Master.
Oh, master. Uh,
You
we
wander
don't
around without
really.
chains.
Well, we don't really serve. We're adventurers.
Oh. That explains the graffiti you leave.
Well, the graffiti is more of a natural instinct of trying to not get lost.
He looks at you and as he wanders around the dodecahedron.
Ask him what his thoughts are on the Great Khan.
What do you think of our great Khan?
Word has traveled through the stone that there is no Great Khan. Did you
What
not
did you
hear the
think?
tremors? The tremors of alarm. The tremors of an escape. He seems to narrow his eyes as it looks closely towards you. Tilts its head. Yes. Yes, I know the way. I think I know which way you're going as well.
And which way is that?
Very wee.
Deeper. Deeper into the sevenfold maze. As
And
far
who?
away from the first region as possible.
Not exactly as far away from the first layer, but deeper would be preferable. And who exactly is it that you serve?
He looks around for a moment at the, actually, funny enough, at this large kind of stone archway. I serve this place. As you mentioned, I am the caretaker. I serve the stone here. It's my duty to maintain these tunnels. And it looks again to the dodecahedron. As my allies here have said, something is here sullying the crystals.
How many horns? Ask it.
What?
Well, the allies said that the thing sullying these places is the thing with horns. So ask her how many horns. Is it one horn or is it two horns?
Did the thing that sullied the place have one horns or two?
I myself
If
have not
any.
witnessed it,
Fuck.
but according to this description, you have someone in your companions that is
Oh,
also one.
it's Karius. Karius is the one defiling the place. Because he was writing everywhere. That makes sense.
It raises an eyebrow.
Well, it can't understand me, can it? Or can it understand common?
Are you speaking common?
Well, I only really... I don't know their language. I'm speaking to whatever Kesh'an's reiterating.
Yeah, sure.
Did they say the fire plane? I don't know.
It will take me to this horned one in your companions.
So you can do what?
We can determine the one responsible.
I'm inciting this guy.
Yeah, is he
Yeah,
after...
you can do.
I wish I could
'Cause he's-
insight, but I don't understand him.
He's talking with like seething hatred, and I ain't down for that.
Right,
Does
go
he-
ahead, roll insight.
Yeah.
Not knowing what he said, can I roll an
14.
insight on his posture?
Yeah, sure. You can read body language.
Yeah. Why did I even ask? It's wisdom. I just... Better,
Okay.
but it's not great.
So you, as you both mentioned, yeah, you're picking up a sort of seething kind of hatred amongst him, but it's almost as if he's holding back, holding something at bay. He obviously hasn't attacked you, so perhaps to you, Kesh'an, it's like if he says he wants to meet this horned one, he's perhaps trying to confirm whether he is guilty or not. And so perhaps this hatred is not aimed at you guys, but just aimed at the one responsible. But Elias also, when he said that, I know it was reiterated, but when Kesh'an said that, Kesh'an said he served this place, there was sort of a hesitation before that, and he was looking around, maybe looking for an answer, but you could tell that kind of answer he said that he served the stone, the caretaker here. It was sort of vague.
More
But that's it.
More so like he serves himself. This is his place and he is the master. Is what I'm getting.
Not 100% sure. You just
No.
picked up on the fact that it was vague.
So what do we do? Do we guide them to where, or do we throw them off track and pretend we don't know where we're going, so we can't guide them to Karius, if it is Karius?
They know their way around here, is my only thing.
But we don't, and we don't know where.
Exactly.
So we could just lead them in circles and as if, oh, I think that's this way, or maybe they're that way. Or are they this way?
But what would we gain from that?
Delay them.
Until what?
They die?
Yes, let's just wait until their inevitably short lifespans.
I don't know. It's up to you. You're leading us. You've got the reins.
Yeah, no, I said we can, like,
Take them
we
back.
can go. Yeah, fuck it. What's
Alright.
the worst they can do? Attack us?
If you say that, but if they turn out to be really powerful and kick our ass now, I am haunting your ghost.
I will personally apologize to Llewellyn when I meet him on the other side.
Why would you apologize to... What? No.
Well, I'm going to be there and we didn't save him.
You're having this conversation like openly in front of them.
Yeah, but talking
Yeah.
talking common.
Okay. They've
Yeah,
got right up next to you,
right, so I guess we go.
and as you're this close, I guess you can see
Oh, we can't.
that he's got a number of like components around his pouch. Seems to have mason tools, like a hammer, pickaxe, that kind of thing. But
I assume the reason why Kesh'an hasn't moved is because Cam can't move his token,
should be able to.
or is he fixed it?
I've been lagging this entire time.
I'm like,
Right, but yeah, all
unlike
right.
yourself.
I'll guide us up the stairs, even though Kesh'an's taking the reins because he can't move.
Just use your keyboard, dude. Don't use drag, please. Use the keys. You got WASD. There you go. It's working.
So I said, I get Kesh'an. Ask him if these are the markings he's on about.
Are these the markings you're talking about?
The defilement.
You see he is looking at the dodecahedron whilst the others scurry to clean up the marks. And as he completely ignores you by the looks, he seems to be inspecting this, the crystal. As these guys approach the walls, they do pull out, well, they don't pull out anything. They have their nails and they sort of scratch and scrape against the actual wall, and as they do, they seem to be shaping it or mending it.
They've got. Yeah, oh, that's cool. I like these funky little dudes. I hope they're
Okay.
not. I hope they're not evil now. That would suck.
He looks at them and says, "Where are your allies? They were just here, seeing as there's graffiti everywhere."
Ask him again. Are these the markings that are the problem, or
Are
is
these the markings that you are having an issue with?
They just are the nuisance.
what's the real problem then?
I told you already.
It's the dodecahedrons, isn't it?
He doesn't contest that.
It's the
He seems to be-
dodecahedrons.
He seems to be looking around,
If it's
trying to determine which way your allies are.
if it's the dodecahedrons, then it's not our fault. It's someone else, or it's Raheem because he got split off from us. I'm saying in common to Kesh'an.
I'm just gonna kind of like ding ding on the dodecahedron. So these are the issues you're having?
Oh
It looks around as you touch it. He's just viciously and shout in your direction, "Don't touch that! Don't!"
I can't get back to Kesh'an.
I lick it.
Dude,
Not joking. I'm not even touching your side.
I will turn this steed around.
So it's
Where
not
are your
evil.
allies? Take us
But
to
then-
them now.
Well, we're lost.
No, you're
And
playing
considering your compatriots decided to clean up all of the markings that would take us back, it's going to be a bit longer.
These markings will not help you.
They've
You
helped
see-
so far.
Did they? Or did they only further confuse you?
Yeah.
In general, it's confusing.
This way. They seem to interrupt you and then just start going in this direction.
I guess we follow them. We should follow them, Kesh'an. You just went back through the stairs, didn't you?
I don't know what's happening. I went
Back through the stairs.
slightly to the right, and now
Yeah, if you're going on the stairs, you'll go down the stairs.
Even Kesh'an's getting confused.
I was just following them.
Yeah, but there's stairs there. Don't drag your token over stairs if you don't want to go upstairs.
I can't.
I love
And
this.
if you want to go back up the stairs, you have to come off the stairs and then back onto the stairs.
I love this more than you know.
I made this as easy as I could for you guys.
You really didn't.
I did. I literally did.
Not
I had
for
to,
some
like,
of us.
Study psychology just to understand how people move their tokens around the map.
Come back, Kesh'an. Come back to me.
How did you get? Okay, because
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. I literally went one step to the right, and then all of a sudden I flew off the screen. I'm
Yeah,
either
that's-
lagging or something's wrong.
Yeah, that happened to me once. Like, I was moving Tackler about on the
Are you-
floor above, and I somehow
I'm
ended up on the first
Dreadfully
floor.
sorry if it is
are you
my.
using keyboard?
I'm dreadfully sorry if it's my issue, but I have done nothing.
Are you using keyboard or are you dragging? Are you using keyboard or are you dragging your mouse?
Using the keyboard after you told me to not use click and drag because I'm lagging.
This is amazing.
Okay,
Right.
well, probably what happened was it didn't update in time as you're clicking,
So
and then you ended up going into another.
we followed them behind. Where did they go? Okay,
They
here
finally
we
get
go. So we're behind them. Here. Oh God, I did the thing.
You went straight back through, yeah.
Yeah,
Funny that.
I was trying to be stood behind them, but there's not much
Okay.
distance.
Anyway, they enter into this room. Andi, Eirina, and Karius all see them, and they look towards Karius with a sort of seething glare. As it does seem as though Karius is standing right next to the dodecahedron as well.
So to catch you up, these guys are the caretakers of this place, and they're pretty pissed off that you've been going around marking the place. However, it doesn't seem to. That just seems to be a small nuisance. Someone's been messing about with the dodecahedrons, which seems to be the bigger problem. They think it's a tiefling like yourself, so it could be the guy that followed us, or it could be Raheem disguising himself.
Well,
Because we haven't found Raheem. Raheem's gone.
to use the words they said someone from the fire plane with horns.
I don't- Did they say that? Yeah, okay. Wait. Do we know anyone from the fire plane with horns?
Not that I can think of. But yeah, so based on that description, that don't sound like a tiefling. I mean, if you go back far enough for us, you might end up in the abyss or the nine hells, but you won't end up in the fire plane. I mean, if you went, well, you might.
We've been to the fight.
You're just
No,
having this conversation,
not.
and he
You have.
points and extends a finger towards you, Karius.
Yep.
And then he looks towards the other two next to him and he says, "Yes! Tush, tush." And he points again. These two start running towards you, Karius.
Karius just
What do you
sort of
do?
looks at them and it's like, switches
They
to
scamper along the
Terran
floor
and
like-
it's just like, can I help you?
Okay. They get right up to you and they start circling you and sniffing you continuously, like.
I mean, I haven't had a chance for a proper bath for a few days, so apologies.
One of them like grabs onto your cape, like takes a deep inhalation, like. They sort of suddenly lose their temperament and drag their feet back to the Lith Lord. Sort of whisper some sort of scratching language, and then Kesh'an, you can hear them saying, This one not smell like fire. No. Smell like ozone. Smell like strawberries?
You might
So
also get
Oh.
the sea scent, possibly.
It's been a long time since you've been in the sea. But
I know,
potentially.
but I
Hmm.
apologize for the graffiti. It was more just to help us find our way. Though, to be honest, I think it's ended up confusing me a bit more than it helps. I've got ideas. You've got issues with these big crystally things, dodecahedrons.
It nods.
What seems to be the problem, and is there any way we can actually help fix it?
It walks over to it, and a hand sort of hovers over it. He sort of looks at his fingertips for a moment, and he pulls out something out of his pack. Just looks like a normal like kind of rock, almost like he's got his own pet rock, and he holds it up to it. It doesn't seem to change color. And the other two are saying, "Clean, clean. This is clean. Yes." And he looks at the stone, and grasps it in both hands and says, "Something is corrupting them. Our crystals are being turned against us."
Oh, is there any way to turn them back?
Find the one responsible. Yes.
Well, if you guys haven't seen him where you were, and we've not seen him wandering about here, I'm guessing he must be on the floor above us.
Yes. Yes.
Except for that, this one is clean.
He might have missed this one because, or maybe there's ways to travel between the floors besides these crystals. Are the stairs the only ways up and down, or is there other routes?
The stairs are to go up and down. The archways are to go to and fro. At least that's how it should be.
But due to the corruption of the crystals, they're potentially leading you elsewhere.
He nods.
Huh. So, say, just for an example, to make sure I understand, if this crystal here somehow became corrupted and I went up, would I potentially end up on another floor?
He seems to think for a moment, and you can see a sort of frown borrow. Whereas the other two sort of jump up and point left, right, and the other ones point down, another one points up. Hard to say. And this one just goes 3, 1, 4, 2, 5. And the other one is going left, up, down, right.
Left, up, down, right.
He's just saying these things in no particular sequence, it seems. Just babbling.
What was the first
but
one that just said? 3, 5.
Yeah, just saying, and he just continues on going 5, 3, 9, 1. No, B6
Well,
to B9. And then you sort of see the other one silence him, sort of like, just.
If you
Quiet.
guys stay down here on these 2 floors, we'll head up to the next floor and see if we can find this corruptor and deal with it.
Roll a persuasion check, Karius. And I guess just Kesh'an talking on your behalf.
I speak Terran, if he's speaking Terran.
Ah, okay. Of course, yes, no problems then. He folds his arms.
I mean, what better way to extinguish corruption by fire than with cleansing water, eh?
Both elements are unwelcome here in this plane. But if it gets rid of it, fine.
So, when these are corrupted, what's different about them? Is it... because I can see...
You will see.
Right, well... Karius
He
takes
points up.
another good look on this one and is like, right, let's get going, guys. Because if these have been corrupted and people have... Raheem may have got more lost than we expected. And, yeah.
Yeah.
I sent Tackler for a little preliminary explore upstairs.
They back away, and you see two of them climb up back into the rafters. The other one seems to slink behind a statue.
Yeah.
And they watch
Can you
as you both go up.
Can you bring Tackler up to this floor as well? Or just remove him for the time being and I'll just have him in my pocket?
Yes, Tackler.
Yeah, because...
Okay.
I'm just going to move two of them together. So
And I don't know how far you've gone, but it does seem as though you have actually explored some of these rooms.
I only went up. It happened again.
Into here?
Yeah.
You went up, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
If you went up, you should come out of here. Oops, sorry, that was me that time.
That.
We're not splitting up, right?
No.
That was me again.
We're keeping together now. Yeah, we're keeping together now, unless Kesh'an has other.
I see that. Yeah, if you went up there, Karius.
Yep.
Then you do see this dodecahedron. Its evocation magic seems to be off, almost like it's giving off a strange red glow. And I guess
ended up in a different room somehow.
Okay.
He's ended up in a room with that actually is a very vivid red glow.
Yeah, that one is not the one he wants to be in. Okay. Mr. Karius, you definitely see there's a sort of a red glow to it. You see it through detect magic.
Yeah.
But others might not necessarily immediately notice the difference. But nonetheless, it is something there. Also, I'd like a perception check from you, Karius, as well.
Perception, you say? Perception.
Yes, please.
The terror. I honestly need to somehow get proficiency in that.
Yeah. Okay. That's about right. That's all you see in this room. Your focus is all fixated on this strange, glowing red aura.
What about the rest of us?
You don't get to make it because it's a detect magic thing.
Detect magic thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Check.
I would like, though, everyone else who's just got to this level. Actually, we'll hold off for a minute, but a wisdom save is indeed coming. Just waiting for the others to sort of make their way up.
Yeah. Well, we'd be keeping together, like so.
Okay.
The girls would be with us, and actually, and Jukmug.
And you went down, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. All the characters we don't have control of would be keeping it.
Wait, you didn't go down?
No, we went up.
Did you Okay.
We went up as soon as we went through up the stairs.
Yeah, they follow the arrows then for the time being, and you will make it to the same room.
Yeah. I did go up one more. I sent Tackler just on a little explore.
Oh, okay.
But there's stairs here.
There is stairs here, and there's stairs in the next room that Tackler finds as well.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what makes this one, like I was going to put in the chat, this gets especially confusing. Which is why, I don't know if you noticed, Karius decided to be smart, and even though he knows it'll piss people off, he is cleaning, but he's putting a number as well. So it's not just an arrow. So, 2
extra vigilance.
Yeah.
Does Eirina have a piece of paper that I can borrow?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna borrow it. I'm gonna mention. Because Eirina's technically already doing a map, so I would say that she'd probably be like, yeah, the statues which were here and here had one set of stairs where they were blue statues in those corners. This is one where all 4 statues are blue.
God, I didn't even notice.
Okay, Elias. Elias can make an investigation check. Karius, you notice they are blue, yes.
Yeah, I hadn't even noticed that visually. Like,
I did.
Elias is very, very astute, it seems, at pointing out these tiny little differences. Like he's played Spot the Difference. They absolutely are a different color. Even though the rest of the room looks absolutely identical, even down to the placement of the candles.
So I'm just going to quickly go back, just because
Okay.
So we need to keep note that this room is where we came from, which was no coloured statues plus candles is where we came from. It's gonna get lost in chat. Go back up. And then top left and top bottom right.
And
Statues.
okay, Elias is continuing to investigate these statues, marking which ones are which, and
On a piece of
there's
paper,
something.
not on.
Sure, yeah, I
Yeah.
can tell that. Yeah. You look over the statues. There's something weird about one of them as you're looking at it. In that other room you just in, not in this one. There seems to be a hilt of a sword sticking out of the side of it. Now, obviously, in their image, they are actually holding a sword like this, and they're grasping one. But there's also just effectively a sword just sticking out of its side, like lower torso, and it seems to be just the hilt, like someone stabbed a sword all the way into it.
It's just a hilt.
Just a hilt. Yeah.
There's no other part to it. Just like
You
if
can't see the other part. If the other part is there, it's submerged in the stone.
can we take it to see what happens?
You could try. You want to grab a hold of it?
I bring Karius back through.
You bring Karius back.
Karius
Okay.
Yeah.
will-
Because if something happens here, yeah.
Karius, as he's pointing out, hey, this stone, look at it.
Yeah.
There is an aura of transmutation about it.
That's got transmutation magic all over it. Not sure if it's gonna transform you by touching it, or if it's gonna make the statue come alive, or yeah.
Do you want to have Taclo touch it?
Taclo's like, no, not really. No.
Jugmug, do you want to touch it?
You want me to grab that thing on its side?
It's covered in transmutation magic, so it's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you.
The statue is. The sword actually isn't, believe it or not.
Okay, the statue is. Wait.
But the sword is giving off magic. That much is true.
What kind of magic is the sword giving off?
The kind of magic that isn't of a school. Rather, you can just tell it is a magical weapon. So it would probably be something like, I guess, it would be transmutation. No, it's a different transmutation, but it's the same sort of glow. In fact, if I just bring up your sheet a second, Elias.
None of the other statues have this, though.
It's the same kind of glow that comes off of Kesh'an's staff, or your glaive, not the flying one. But it is effectively a magical weapon of some description. But it's definitely a different aura, slightly.
Yeah.
In fact, as you're looking over it for just a moment, Karius, tilting your head back and forth, trying to picture it more clearly, there's a reddish aura to the transmutation that is on the statue.
I think the statue might have been corrupted. You guys stand back. I've got a way to deal with this.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Karius is gonna rub his hands together and he's going to lightning lure to basically try to yank the thing out.
Okay. You bring out this whip, and as you're about to slice it towards them, you see the statue turn its head with a grinding sound. It draws the blade out of its own sheath and attempts to effectively cut the whip in half, the lasso, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought this
let's-
is where this was going.
Oh, yeah.
I'll roll Eirina's and Andi's.
Well spotted, Elias, though, for noticing there was a different color of statues.
Oh yeah,
And the fact that,
I've been noticing it throughout the whole thing. Like
yeah,
which rooms were blank, which ones had statues, which ones had candles on the first layer,
very good.
and that's how I knew when I'd circled round. Apart differently to
These
James.
guys were going to get a surprise round if you had just continued to wander around. But they jump to life when that lasso comes out. Okay, Kesh'an, you're actually up first. Seeing it move, your instincts are suddenly kicking in. Adrenaline fills your bloodstream, and you're able to act before even anyone else.
So the statues come alive.
Yep, you see its head is already turned, drawn a weapon, or at least you think it has. Something of a stone statue coming alive. That's what you can really see right now.
Okay. Are all four of them moving, or is it just one?
At the moment, it's just this one you can see. The one that Karius tried to lightning lasso.
Okay. Yeah, I will sprint towards this one.
Okay.
And yeah, screw it. I'll go up.
Okay.
Up.
Possessed pillar.
And bonus action, unarmed. Bah. Oof.
Okay. Before you do any more striking here, because you've done 1, 2, you tried to go for a third. Right. The first attack, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, what?
Yep. Got a reaction.
Strength save.
That is a fail. As soon as you strike with the staff, it definitely connects and you can feel a crack. But as you try to pull the staff back for a second attack, you realize the staff is actually embedded into the statue. And you see it pulling, absorbed into it, several feet.
It's like a mimic.
Okay. I'll pull my staff free and back out then.
It doesn't come free. It's
Oh.
firmly stuck as if it was embedded in stone. So that second attack, I'm actually going to undo the damage. Because you wouldn't have got a chance to do that one.
You would have got your punch off, I guess.
You did get to do the punch, however, if you wanted to. If you wanted to punch it.
Yeah, fuck it. And let's get a con save. Fuck
A
it.
con save? Okay. I'll just check something.
Oh,
Okay. Con
Chris,
save?
you heal back 24.
On a 14 damage.
Unless both attacks were cancelled out.
That's weird, I only clicked it once. Yeah, that is odd. Alright, hold on. 1 second. Let's just do this con save real quick. There we go. That's
That
fine.
passes.
Okay, you hit it for 10. Taking that.
I've hit it for 24 total.
Yeah.
It's only
I
taken
had
10
to-
damage so far from the staff. The first attack.
But then it
What?
should have taken
Uh,
10 from the unarmed as well.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry, sorry, 20 total.
20. Okay, right there you go.
Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, that's it. You punch it as hard as you can. A crack does form up it, but it doesn't seem to change its movements at all. Doesn't seem like you hit a vital point, even if it has vital points. You're not even sure.
That'll
Anything
be
else?
my turn.
That's your turn. Okay, all right. It's Irina's go.
I was just going to have her pop off some Eldritch Blasts at it.
Yep, that's fine. You can do that. Oh, nice hit. Okay,
Yes, it's a miss.
that one is a miss.
But they will have got 2 stacks from that, right?
Yeah. Big question is whether this thing even.
Has a soul to ignite.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's what I was about to say. We're gonna just hand wave it for now and say that yeah, it's got something on it.
And I just thinking whether it was worth doing that. Nah, that'd be fun.
You good? All right. Anything else?
Nope, that should be everything for now.
Okay. All right,
Though
Elias.
I wish I had Hexblade Kirstie before I did the attacks, because that first one would have been a crit.
Classic blunder. All right. Go ahead, Elias.
He was going to do. He was going to do finger.
What's he gonna do now then?
His whip, but then realizing that it just get absorbed, he's just gonna go up
A
next
little
to it.
daunting.
Yeah, he's gonna go up right next to it, and just let me check this spell just to make sure.
Well,
Within 5
that's
feet.
right next to it.
Within 5 feet, I'm gonna thunderclap
Okay.
so I don't catch finger because I don't want to use my whip because I don't want to
This is
lose it.
a con save.
I believe it would be yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Not great damage, but you know. That fails.
Fails. Okay. Takes 9 points of thunder.
Yeah.
It definitely shakes the statue quite a bit, but it doesn't seem like it's just shattering it into pieces. Whatever this is made of is a very hardy stone. Okay.
That's all I can do really.
All right then. Let's move along to Taklo.
Taklo's just going to chill, I think.
Yep. We're using weapons or we're not using weapons?
No weapons.
My fists are a weapon though.
And then you're fine.
All right. He rushes in. Yeah. And tries to go for an unarmed strike. Ow! Punches it like really hard. It's like, my hands. How do you do this? He goes for a second attack. Wow, he's still hitting pretty hard. I mean, the statues are very stationary, so it's nothing trying to dodge his attacks. That's really his go. Unless he wants to bonus action, maybe patient defense. I don't want to piss this thing off. Oh, it's go now? Finally. All right. The statue begins looking around at potential targets now. And we're going to go for... let's have a look here. Okay, Elias is... You've got your shield up, right? But does a something here.
Do I want to counterspell that?
Oh my god. Okay, ignore that. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to change the
Yeah, that hits. Oh god, they hit like a truck.
Yeah, they do. You hit both? Both? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that hit. But
Yeah, you got your shield up, but this thing's enormous stature and weight seems to barrel through the shield and wreck your body. Just shakes it to the core. And yeah, it does hit like a truck. Its enormous weight is just crushing you down. Okay, that's its go. Seems stuck in the corner though, at the very least. Karius, your turn.
Okay,
Let's see
considering he
what
was going to be
makes
doing it anyway, and I mean, but then again, this thing looks really strong, so yeah, I'm just going to go with it because I started saying it. Nah, lightning law, no damage because it succeeded. I tried.
It did. Strength, yeah, it's a strength save.
Yeah.
Like as before, sees this whip coming and he just wraps it around its arm in the air and snaps it free. Meanwhile, on the far side of the room, you hear a smashing of rock, almost as if it's lifting itself up and out of the corner.
Oh no, it's all the blue ones.
It's the blue ones.
These,
It is indeed.
which means the next room has 4 enemies in it.
Karius, this thing's going to rush up behind you and go for 2 slam attacks.
Yep.
Oh my god, a crit!
Yeah, that's probably going to knock me unconscious, to be honest. Yep.
Oh lord. What was you on?
I wasn't on enough.
Okay, right.
I knew I was going to get knocked unconscious as soon as you crit me. To be honest, their normal hits probably did.
Yeah, you are shot to the core, head ringing as it hits the floor, and then it all goes dark. As this thing has come up right from behind you, and it hasn't got enough movement to get into another creature's range, so it suddenly pulses a red aura, lifts up its basically its foot, and just tries to crush Karius beneath its foot. Gonna roll again, but with advantage.
Misses.
Wait, I gotta say advantage. I
Oh
didn't click
no. Oh no. Oh,
25. Okay,
So that's 2 failed death saves.
it is. That was a crushing blow. Andy's up.
Well, considering Karius is down, the most sensible thing,
once only healing word.
yes, which goes at 3rd level according to this, but doesn't use the spell slots. I think it's from her.
It's in the violin, and you can do this once in the violin
Yeah,
per long rest. It restores every day, but yeah.
I'm just gonna use. Wow, that's a pathetic rule. But it gets Karius back up at least.
Why did
Okay.
this just
Because it was
glow?
accidentally targeted and I undid it. Good.
Ah, okay.
Alright, that's a
what?
bonus action. You still got an action with Andy, if you'd like to do so.
I guess I don't have a lot of things, so I guess just checking they don't have anything else that would be more useful because I've not looked at their sheet in a while.
Alright. It's an attempt. And it seems like it doesn't really have much dex, does it? Just a stationary statue is an easy target for Fakir to hit. And it tinks off of it, dealing no damage.
Yeah, immune to non-magical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Back to the top, Kesh'an. This thing has cracks all forming up it. The other one, however, is right on top of Karius. What do you want to do?
So I'll call over to Elias and say, "Have you got this one?"
I'm not much of a puncher.
Oh, don't care. My friend's in trouble.
Sure.
I'm going to
It will take an
swing.
attack of opportunity before you do
That's
that.
fine.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. I did try to click it, but apparently
That's
it's
alright.
blocking.
Still hits.
Okay, so what was the original one? 26 points of damage to you. Okay. Yeah, it's a crushing blow from behind your head, but you keep stumbling forward and make it to Karius.
And I'm gonna just fucking Superman punch towards it.
Yeah, go for it.
Bah.
Oops, you're the other one targeted.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
That's okay. I'll undo this one. There we go. Yeah, you hit it. 8 points of damage.
Bah.
Another solid hit.
Fuck it, another con save.
Con save coming up.
Fail.
11.
Flurry of blows. Bah. Another crit.
You've got
And
advantage now.
oh
yeah, you crit.
I crit. Let
can't get
me
much
just
better than that.
roll a super crit.
Ooh.
And I want that one to be pushed back 15 feet, as it automatically fails the save.
Nice. Yeah, you slide the whole stone statue backwards, grinding to a halt here.
In fact, I'm just going to make one attack. If it misses, then it'll go on that attack. If it hits, then it will be on this attack. Just because otherwise I've just wasted an attack. Okay, there we go. So yeah.
You're like, oh shit! You punched it too far.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. You have to lunge forward a little bit, but you get it. All right.
And just because I've used up my things, I'm just gonna stand over Karius and say, "Need a little help over here. Karius isn't looking too good."
Oh, he's coming too, by the looks. But yeah, he's
Yeah.
up. He's on the floor, completely winded. Okay. That's it. Go, Eirina.
Alright, Eirina will once again. This thing got hit twice, so let's pop off the first Eldritch Blast. So that would technically be 3 charges, so it goes boom,
Yes, it does. Loads.
which is 2d6, right?
Yeah. Just put it up. Right. Smoke erupts from all of those little cracks, and it takes an extra 6 fire damage.
And then she's got 2 more Eldritch. Is it still standing?
It is. It's crumbling to pieces, but there is still enough weight and stature to it that it could still inflict some heavy wounds if it was left alive. Another blast off of its shoulder, and it seems to just lean to one side, almost crumpling into the wall. And 1 point of damage. Little tiny chip off the top of it, off the hood. But it's still standing.
Yeah.
Let's see if Elias can put it in the ground.
Move Eirina. Oh, actually, no, I'll leave Eirina where they are.
Okay.
So Elias just says to these things, "You call that a hit? What are you, made of talc?" And casts Vicious Mockery.
Vicious mockery.
Sadly, there is no response from this emotionless statue.
But it doesn't say it needs to be.
No, but what it means is it's immune to psychic damage.
Oh, it's immune to psychic damage. Damn it.
Yeah. You look into the hood and you just see a hollow. Basically, the statue's hollowed out. There's no mind in this creature.
Thanks, Jug Mug. I can't use my thunderclap because you're here. Move.
What?
Move away.
Yeah, just use it.
All right, I'll use it next time.
Or do you want me to finish this thing?
Yeah, finish it, but move a little step to the side just in case.
Alright. A knuckle sandwich coming right up. Ooh. Thankfully, Yakmag is also of the level where his fists have become magical. He's able to fuel his fists with ki. And as he looks for this pressure point in the statue, punches into one of the already formed fishes, and its spider webs all over the statue. He looks at it for a moment, waiting, and then he just pokes it for a few more times, and you see it all just crumbling into gravel on the ground. And I'm going to just remove that one as well. There we go. Yeah, it just completely falls apart. All right, that's one down. With that, you see a metallic weapon clang, clang, clang onto the floor, in addition to Kesh'an's staff that is somewhere buried beneath the rubble there. Yakmag will pick it up. Hey guys, you drop this. And he hands you your stuff, Kesh'an.
Thank you.
Right,
And then
this
he will...
one's stunned, isn't it? So...
Yeah. And he's actually going to have to dash because he's little stubby legs as a goblin. So that'll be it. This stunned Karius.
Yep, I'm gonna do it. It's stunned. I hate this thing. Transmuted spell.
Okay.
Because considering how Karius has dealt with earth-based things before, he's hoping this will work the same way.
Deck save. Auto fails.
Yep.
So
As I launch a thunder elemental lightning bolt for it.
I'm just going to undo that success. And give it an extra 15 points of damage, I guess. Boom. Thunder wrecks its body. Doesn't seem like, again, it's shattering its hardy stone, but it is falling apart, crumbling, as it's unable to dodge out of the way. It takes the full brunt of this thunderbolt. Like it. Looks very strange as well, like this supersonic wave that's echoing out. Okay. And that's your go, is it?
I'm almost tempted to try to finish this off in vengeance. Do I want to do it?
This is the more fresher of the two statues.
Yeah,
So
but
you can definitely see it's already it's on the way.
Well, I'm gonna need a long rest anyway soon, so you know what? Screw it. Gonna go next to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 2 more sorcery points to quicken a spell.
Alright.
And I'm gonna reach up to this thing. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna reach up to this thing and I'm just gonna try to shocking grasp. And I just realized I should have stood next to it when I did my lightning bolt.
You've got an advantage.
Yep. I will re-roll.
Yeah.
But for some reason that didn't work. It came up
Yeah,
with error,
I'm
but...
not sure. I've changed some settings, it seems.
Okay, but
Screw everything
18 damage, hopefully, if it hits. And does
Yep,
the
that
full
definitely
damage.
hits. And yeah, the lightning seems to be effective, even though it seems to be made of stone.
Yeah.
It's cracking. It's about to crumble. Andi?
Andi, what can Andi do that? Magical. Just considering what they've got. Wait, they really need to get some damage cantrips, but move them to there so they can see.
We don't have many damaging cantrips.
I got,
I can't remember.
I got psychic blades there, haven't there? Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, you had to hit for that.
No, psychic.
Yeah, that too. Okay,
Yeah,
so
this is a tough enemy for
I
Andi.
know they've got a number of these per day as well, but I do not know where they're tracking those if they are cloak missiles. So each cloak missile is a 5th level magic missile, right, for the cloak? That's how it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to add charges to that.
Why is that? Shouldn't consume spell slot at all. There you go.
Is that a hit? Oh, of course it is. It's magic. That annihilates the thing. Every missile finds a crack that just expands and blows the entire statue to pieces. Ending combat as well, as a result of that. There we go. Yeah, you're showered with rubble and rocks, Karius, but you're alive. He doesn't knock you out, thankfully. Yugmug does his best to deflect missiles. Like, yeah. Whew. Oh god. You all right, Karius? You took a hit back there that not even I would have been able to stomach.
That's a combat that I call quite heavy.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least we got the jump on them instead of us getting the jump on us getting jumped.
Karius will just... his detect magic would have gone.
Well,
Well,
thankfully it wasn't too much to deal with. Just a bunch of rock and stone.
Right.
Rock and stone, yeah. Rock and stone, brother.
So, if we're correct in that, that means that there's 4 enemies or possessed statues in the next room.
Well, then let's look down one of these other routes. I don't know how long. How long has it been since we slept? Because we've been wandering around for a while.
Yeah, it's been ages.
Yeah, we've gone a long way.
Is it long enough that we could potentially have a long rest if we... Actually, we should probably find Raheem first, but still. That's the
only issue.
When we find Raheem, I vote sleep.
Yeah.
But for now...
try going right then?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because we know there's 4 enemies that way, and are we prepared to do that fight?
Nope. That's marking this is the 3rd passage that he's gone down on this floor.
I could do one last heal on us all.
Well, to be honest, there's only 3 of us that have taken any damage right now.
Yeah, you're really low though.
It's fine. I'll just stay back or try to.
Because I could pop an aura of vitality, but I'd have to pop it at 7th level.
Does that do anything at higher levels?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's depressing.
Either that or I cast regenerate on you. And that would heal you for an hour.
Nah,
Eirina points out that we may have another number of potions.
You know what? Karius goes. Karius pops out the potion of supreme healing and just goes.
Supreme?
Yep. Just sort of looks at it for a moment and it's like.
Wow.
I'll do the greater healing instead. And he'll take the 13. That puts me on 22 at least. That should. I can probably take 1 hit.
Go on. I'll give you my greater healing potion as well.
Okay.
Because we never know what's going to be in those corridors. Another 13.
Okay, that puts me on 35. I can potentially take 2 hits. Now, Taklo, scale ahead.
Taklo does fly down the hallway and vanish through the veil and sees an almost completely identical room once again. But none of the statues seem to be of that color that Elias pointed out. They just, seem to be kind of a slight reddish glow from the dodecahedron and another set of stairs.
Right, this
Um,
way looks safe for now.
And what about left?
You know what? Screw it, Taclo, off you go.
So I'm gonna, now that I know.
Oh, God.
love
Taclo
that
just sort
reaction.
of sees how red that glow is and is like, nope.
Flies straight back the other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Taclo comes back. So, you know how these have been like a greeny blue color unless you look at them with magic vision? Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
one to the left is red as blood.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm curious.
It looked eerie as hell. Like the moment I stepped in, I'm just like,
So there's no discerning color in this one. Interesting. Okay. So this is when we came from. Oh. Oh. Alright. Noticing differences. There's no glow. So the one we came from had a glow to it. The one we're on, it now has crumpled statues where there were blue statues.
oh yeah, it does have a slight bigger glow to it, doesn't it? That
Where
previous
the
one.
one to our right had no glow to it,
That. Fucking.
no blue and candles.
Ah,
So that there is differences. And you said the one to the left we shouldn't go down because it's what?
it's red as blood.
Red as blood, but any coloured statues?
Not that I saw.
Is it worth checking out as a
I
person?
mean, if you want to have a look. Taclo saw it and got scared, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
I've heard that some colors can be evil.
So,
Purple,
all right then.
perhaps.
Yes, you do indeed see a blood red dodecahedron pulsing in the center of this chamber.
So stairs red
Oops.
D. Okay, so we've got 4 ways and we know the directions in terms of.
Yeah.
But the possibility of this could be not good.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sort of worried that
Corrupted dice statue.
maybe these are why we've been having such bad rolls. Like the dice of the universe are bugged.
I would say, other than the fact that this reminds me of the horror film The Cube, that
Oh God.
I want to go back to the blue room. I like the blue room.
Yeah.
Right.
Our best option is probably this way to the right.
Yeah. Right. Do we want to continue to write for now?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you doing Taclo again? Are we using Taclo's bait? No offense, Taclo.
Taclo will indeed go, and this is path 5 technically that we've explored. And this line needs to die. That's a really poor 5, but I can tell it's a 5. Just. Right, off you go, Taclo. Taclo just sort of leans in and goes, nope.
Nope, as in.
That one leads to the room with the 4 blue statues.
Was it glowing? Was it glowing or not glowing?
Slight pulse to it, but not
Was it
much.
glow?
But
So,
there's blue statues looking at me. I'm leaving.
all right. So north or south from here.
Put the fear of God in Taclos.
Yeah, Taclo's just like, nope.
This is amazing. Oh God.
Right, path number 6, Taclo. Off you go. Okay, this one leads back to the original chamber.
Really?
Yep.
So that goes to that. That goes to that. To the original chamber that we came from.
Yeah, to the stairs we came up.
So stairs, no statues or
Yeah.
glow and candle.
Yep.
Oh wait, it had a glow in the original room.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was going north, was it?
Yep.
Okay.
And south, we're back to the blood red room.
Which did you just go through, Karius?
Nope, Tackler.
Okay.
South goes to the blood red room, you say?
Yep.
Okay.
I forgot to do my.
This is weird, but I'm getting this mapped out.
Amazing.
All right. So, at this point, sorry, you said that way goes to the statues. Okay. So that's every direction here. So I said we go back to the original room, which you said was
North.
north. Cool.
Yep. Path 6.
Yeah. So, oh, crap. Oops. So,
We're definitely going in circles here.
we
No,
are.
that's not helpful, but
It is helpful. It actually is.
okay.
Okay.
I'm helpful.
Right.
Yeah.
So I may have to draw this out again, but when you enter the room with the blue, it was coming from the left, right?
Well.
You came from the left, right? You came from the left.
Yes.
Okay.
think.
I just this is really complicated. Like Eirina should be doing this. Okay. And when you went north to this room, it came to the south of the room.
Yes.
When you went to the red room, which direction did you come from? Like when you went into the red room, was it from the south,
I'm just thinking.
the west, or the north?
I don't remember.
Oh my god!
All
Right,
I know is that this way also leads to the red room.
Right, I'm gonna go back because I know which one goes to the red room now. It's south, so I'm gonna go check that. And I know that's it's
Oh god, not
creepy.
again.
Right.
Huh.
So that took it from the north, so that goes like that. All right. This is confusing, but it's we're getting there. It's gonna be a weird map, but you're a bastard, Chris.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue with that.
Okay.
I'm back in this room. We killed. I think. Oops, I went the wrong way.
Okay.
So I went that room, and then north.
Alright.
Right, back here. Okay,
Right.
so
I checked
that-
out what the other two ways are.
yeah. So what's left and right?
So right, which is path 8 I've got, brings you out on the left-hand side of the red room.
Okay.
And
On the left-hand side.
yeah, and 9 brings you out on the right-hand side of the blue statue room. With all 4.
Okay. On the right side. Okay.
And based on
It's like the back of a puzzle box and a cereal box.
I didn't mark that one. I think.
And you're in deep as well. You're already up,
So,
up like 2 flights of stairs.
so in terms of if this is correct, then the only other thing that would join would be
It's the
south
of the red
south.
of the
Yeah,
red room to the top of the blue statue room.
yeah. So south of the red room would go to to the north of the statue room. Right. So I've got that mapped out. So other than that, it's deciding what stairs we want to go up.
There's one other thing I want to try. Karius is going to ritually cast Detect Magic again, because I think it would have dropped when he went for the thing.
Yeah, unconscious, sure.
And
You
then-
hunker down for 10 minutes and wait
And then he's
as
going to
Karius
go,
completes this.
this is going to be horrible. And he's going to step into the blood red room and see what the crystal looks like.
Conjuration pulsing in every red aura. And I guess transmutation, but mostly conjuration.
So
And
that's what.
previously
causing-
it was evocation.
So
Yeah.
it's,
That's right,
So-
sorry. It was evocation. There is still that evocation. There's the light is giving off, but it's also conjuration now as well.
So it's
I have an idea. So the downstairs floor was corrupted until they cleaned it. That caused mad teleportation in terms of possibly going to different floors. This one, if this got cleaned, could possibly be the reason why the statues are possessed.
maybe.
Because what it seems is we're able to go back and forth without being teleported to different layers here, which means it's not doing that on this layer. It's probably causing the statues to be possessed. So if we go down and speak to those guys and bring them up this layer, get them to clean the
Assuming
guys.
that's assuming we can find them.
well, they
So-
said they were going to be waiting.
They never said that they cleaned them. They just sort of confirmed that they were clean. And he did say earlier, when you said, "Can you fix them?" He said, "Find the one responsible." Was what his solution was. He seems to just be focused on punishing the culprit rather than fixing it. I'm not sure
So-
if it is.
So how did
fixed.
how did the downstairs get fixed then in terms of teleporting all over the place? Because
They might not have corrupted them all.
I'm so confused then in terms of that. Because we didn't see a red one downstairs.
No, you didn't.
But then how
It
did
wasn't until these later floors that you definitely start to see something going on.
Raheem go?
Where did Raheem go?
Yeah, how did Raheem disappear if he didn't teleport to a different floor by a corrupted dice? I swear to God, if I wasn't gonna cut his feet off before this, I am.
You are now.
I
Okay.
am now. All because he decided to.
Well, then you've mapped out this area. Which way are we going? It's all those other rooms have stairs.
Well, I can see two potential choices. One I don't like, one I don't like.
Great.
The first is we go into the room with the blue statues, because clearly if those are caused by whatever's the problem, then potentially that's being used as a guard force, so those stairs might be the way forward.
Okay.
The other is the corruption is heaviest in the red crystal, and we take those stairs. What do you think, Kesh'an? It's your rodeo after all.
This place confuses me. Says Cameron.
Yeah.
Even more confusing when you zone out.
Yeah, how about, so why don't we flip a coin, unless you prefer another room. Heads, we take the red stairs. 2, we try to run through and head up the stairs in the blue room before the statues get us.
There's four staircases in this on this level.
Yeah. Or we
Trying to decide which one to go up.
Yeah, but two of them seem... Oh, actually, why don't we got this one set... Actually, so there's... Sorry, I'm just reminding myself. So there's this room where we fought statues.
Correct, yes.
There's... That's the blue statue room. This is probably Taklo going around, but rather than Karius, but...
Okay.
It's just
Well.
me reminding myself. And then this one... Yeah, okay, so...
We lost Jamey.
If anything, this is more Karius' memories playing through in his head than him actually exploring. More me exploring my memories. The other option, I would say, and the one I actually like the most, is we head up the stairs in the room where there was no corruption. So there were no living statues, there were no corrupted crystal.
Okay. You
Just
good with that, Kesh'an?
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Which way is it?
So it's up through passage 1. Come on, Taklo, stay with me. Then it is right to passage 3. And that takes us to this set of stairs. What does this dodecahedron look like to magic vision?
There's evocation from it. It's sort of glowing, pulsing. Yeah. Like
Okay.
a glowing, pulsing evocation.
Okay. Just as a quick thing, whilst we're doing this, because they probably would have, can Eirina have a quick look at the sword to see if they can identify what it is by, like, just like markings or something?
Yeah, certainly. So it's an Arcana check for
Yep.
that, and 17 is enough. The weapon that you're holding is... It's actually not a sword you was expecting. It's a long, thin blade. It's like an S-stock, if you know what that is.
Yep.
And it seems to have a magical bonus to it that has been, sharpened and refined over many, many
Then...
castings. And it has a magical plus 1 bonus.
Okay, then I'm gonna tune Andy's items because it's bugging me that they're not actually marked to tuned.
Okay.
But how much? It's a +1, did you say?
That's right. It's a plus 1 rapier.
In which case, I say I'm gonna give it to Andi for the time being because they don't have a magic melee weapon as far as I'm aware.
No.
So it makes sense.
Sounds sensible.
And we found it on the journey to find their dad, so
Yeah.
nice little souvenir.
It'd also be very good in the hands of Raheem as well.
Yeah, that's a possibility if we find Raheem.
Sorry,
Okay.
what was that sword?
Plus
It's a
one,
plus 1
rapier.
which is a rapier, yeah.
+1 rapier. Well, I would love that, except for the rapier that I use is a hand-me-down, so it's kind of special.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Karius has the party have decided to try to head up these stairs. And where the hell did that take me? Oh, there it is. It kind of it's taken me to the red room, but a different red room.
You all heading up there?
Yeah, because we don't want to...
You want to split up? All right. Oh, my lord.
Here we go.
Okay, did you make it?
Yep.
You're good? Everyone's here? Looks like it's...
Yep.
Okay, cool. You ascend up further and further, and indeed there is a glowing red dodecahedron in this chamber, pulsing conjuration magic. It almost kind of rebounds. It's not just pulsing out, emanating from this. It's almost like there's a conjuration being drawn in from it as well that you're noticing, and it again mesmerizes you for just a moment. In and out, conjuration magic. Vroom, whoom, vroom, whoom. It definitely looks like defiled sort of magic. All the candles and the statues have this even more ominous kind of glow to them.
This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Damn it, Chris.
And that conjuration, Karius, you're seeing as you walk around, you're seeing the conjuration like this, almost like this field that's just spreading all the way out and past through the darkness, and then you see an actual field of it coming back, passes over you, and then enters back into the dodecahedron.
I look at Tacklo for a moment. I'm like, "You good to scout this one, little buddy? Considering that, right?
Nods. You can always pull me back.
Yep, exactly. And you can run or fly. Right
Okay.
first.
Tacklo
Oh,
goes up.
what? Has that taken me to the right room, Chris?
Correct. Also, you lose sense of Tacklo.
Tacklo's gone far enough away that they're out of my range.
Wow. Red glove.
Tacklo, probably sensing that this is gone, will try to go back. Oh God, where am I? Ah!
No.
Tacklo, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this technically a magical effect?
It is.
Okay, advantage.
He understands something has gone terribly wrong. He can't get back to his allies through the way he just came.
So,
Something went amiss, and he's comprehending this. He hasn't just lost his sanity from it,
okay,
which is impressive for a little tiny dragon. He's keeping his cool.
Okay, so I've somehow ended up back here. So this way. Yeah.
Where?
That way. And Karius is just like, I'm just gonna wait a few moments see if Tacklo comes back. Then.
Sounds sensible.
How did you come back through the stairs?
So you know, the room where if you go left, you end up in the blue statue room.
You're talking about level 3.
I think it's the room we started in.
Yes.
That's where I ended up by going through that one.
So you're talking level 3 starting room stairs.
Yeah.
You ended up in there?
Yeah. I think, if I was to take a guess, that, and this is me taking a guess, is that, it really has, this thing is now corrupting the
teleportation.
Yeah, which means it's going to be damn near impossible to track our route properly. Or
If
potentially with each pulse. It might change it.
Well, I've got level 3 written down, so if we ever end up on level 3, we can remember where we are.
Alright, Tacklo, buddy. Let's try north. We'll work away Widdershins.
Okay, as soon as he enters into this chamber, he sees there is a figure standing by the dodecahedron, almost in reverence of it, like in some sort of prayer or worship.
Does it notice him?
This figure has noticed you as you came in. You're sort of just flapping your way around, and let me just see this creature. Oh yeah, there's this almost again statue-like texture to them, kind of a glassy cut gem, but it moves like a normal humanoid would. And there's this red aura that's swirling around them, and it looks like one of the figures have come alive and formed into a humanoid figure. In one hand, they hold a staff, and it seems they're drawing from the dodecahedron. This reddish glow swirls around the orb at the top, and they can seem to produce magical effects from it. This is the type of creature that you're seeing.
Huh.
Wait, does it have horns?
If you look like there looks like there's horns potentially. Maybe it's this massive kind of mantle. It's probably more of the actual statue's throne in the picture, but you can see perhaps there seems to be something growing out of it, like horns.
So we may have found the source of the corruption.
You can totally roll
No, I'm not there. So
inspiration. I mean,
s-
initiative for Taklo.
yeah, I'm
Um,
speaking that out of.
Oops, I rolled it for you, but you can take that if you want.
Yep, why not? I'm just like,
Yes.
I was just looking at these monsters earlier.
Yes, I know. They're perfect. Thanks for picking them out. They see you, Taklo sees it, and in one instance, it brings around the scepter and aims it straight towards Taklo. But there is a fraction of a second where Taklo has expected something coming through here and is able to react a hair's breadth before them. Like, there is literally a tiebreaker on this initiative roll.
And Taklo's just like, they're gonna use at least part. They're gonna use that action essentially to talk, and just like, I don't mean any harm. I'm just a little bit lost. Can you show me the way out?
And don't think Taklo speaks Infernal. Nope.
Nope.
But something infernal does appear out of its mouth, almost like the red spews out like a tongue and breath, and it says in infernal just, "I, Undoros Arol." Whatever that meant, and it's you see the welling up of the scepter begins to shake. Okay. All right.
So,
Wait,
I'm gonna roll this at random. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Big mean thing that was gonna attack me spoke in one of those languages you do, Karius. I'll tell you what it said later.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Taklo. I rolled and actually got Taklo as a number. Yeah, wait 1 second. As soon as Taklo gets that information out, you see a reddish wisp swirl like a spiral through the air. Out of the darkness, it wraps around Taklo and rips their soul out of them, and you see Taklo just dissipate, but not in a usual sense. Like, Taklo normally desummons. This time you see Taklo's eyes like roll into the back of their head, and a small limp dragon falls to the floor.
Oh.
Karius sort of looks at the rest of the group for a moment. It's just like, who am I getting echo from?
Sorry, it might be me.
And Karius is just gonna go, right, I've got someone to go kill, excuse me. And he's not even gonna wait, he's just gonna go ahead. He's just like,
not
right,
okay.
Hello.
You
and
see
he's gonna address them infernal and just like, hello, you killed my friend. You're gonna answer for that one.
You see a reddish dragon sort of swirling around, going closer and closer to the scepter. And it says, have you ever seen a soul in Infernal?
No, but I'm about to see a dead body.
Its eyes suddenly glow red, and its sickly grin spreads ever wider. And I think I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative, but
Yeah,
I just looked at the time.
Yep.
Is this a good place to call it for tonight?
Yeah.
Okay,
Although we did lose about an hour.
Yeah,
I know.
Just
What's this? Sorry, gang. We just have to go in having a bit of a. Oh God. Oof. Okay, that's not good for Steph. I think because this is maybe a little bit more of a challenging combat, maybe Eirina and Andi would like to be a part of it.
yeah.
So I think I know. Although we lost an hour, I think here's a good place to stop just as we get into the combat, because this could be a. This guy looks pretty dangerous, pretty mean.
Yeah, and Karius just walked on minimal health.
Yep.
He did. He stormed in. He wants to get his little dragon soul back. That dragon means a lot more to him than most people think. I reckon.
Yeah, wow. This is gonna be rough.
Okay. All right.
Should have taken that long rest.
Yeah, maybe.
Might have been
Okay,
ideal.
we will sign off here then and keep the suspense until next week when they fight the Onyx Magistrate. And yeah, tune in on Monday for
It's not this Monday. It's
not
next
no
Monday.
yeah we're off this Sunday 31st. No session, and we're off Monday the 1st. But we are back Friday the 5th with Roll for Story, and then 7th of 7th of August
Alright.
for Witchlight.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.